Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a tutorial using the electric palette from Urban Decay. Please excuse that dot on my eyelid. I did it with my eyeliner by mistake at the end of this video and it upset me, I know. But let's pretend it's not there, shall we? Yeah. So this look is really fun and dramatic, and I know it's not for everybody, but I just think it's really cool, and I do basic everyday tutorials on my channel all the time, so I decided to switch it up. Let's go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take MAC's Painterly Paint Pot and I'm going to apply this to my entire lid. This is going to act as a base, cover up any redness, and prime my eyes as well. Going into the Urban Decay palette, I'm going to take the color called Chaos. It is a really bright royal blue, and I'm going to pack this on my entire lid. I then forgot that I had an added tape to the corner of my eye, so I quickly added that. This is just going to make a cat eye effect and make everything look sharp and clean. So I'm just going to pack this on my entire lid and bring it up to the crease. Next, I'm going to take this Milani eyeshadow called Bella Cafe, I believe, and I'm just going to buff this into my crease as a transition shade. It's just going to help that blue blend out a little bit more. Next, I'm going to take this eyeshadow in the palette called Urban. It is a beautiful purple, and I'm going to start building this color in my crease with a MAC 217. This part is super tedious and it takes a lot of work, but just go back and forth in that eyeshadow and build up the color little by little. Because it is such an intense color, you are going to want to build this up and work very, very slowly and just pack it on little by little. I know it can be time consuming, but it's better to do it this way than look like you have way too much in the crease. So I'm just going back and forth, dipping my brush into the eyeshadow and slightly blending it into my crease. Then I'm going to go back into Chaos and pack this onto my lid because a lot of it did get blended away from all the blending we did. These two colors look really cool layered on top of each other because it looks like 3 different eyeshadows on my lid when really there's just 2 of them. It's really cool. So now back with my 217, I'm going back into the Urban shade and building it again. Like I said, little by little, I'm also dragging that brush into my crease really, really lightly so that it can blend seamlessly. So I'm packing most of the color right in the socket of my crease, and then with a really light hand, I'm trying to feather it out higher in my crease, if that makes any sense. And then again, some more packing on of that Chaos color. I know, time consuming, it's just going to go back and forth between these 2 eyeshadows. Now I'm just going to clean up some of the fallout with any makeup remover wipe, and then I'm going to take the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. I'm going to go into that shade Foxy and I'm going to blend this underneath my brow bone. This is just going to help that purple color blend out a little bit better. Then I don't know why I didn't record myself doing that, but I dipped this brush into the shimmery shade in the Naked Basics palette and applied that to my inner tear duct and underneath my brow bone to highlight. Now I'm just going to add some winged eyeliner. I'm going to take my LA Girl Very Black gel eyeliner and just add a wing. And then, of course, I got so close, I got out of focus, as per usual. I'm going to move on to the rest of my face, and I'm going to take my Too Faced Hangover Primer, and this is just going to prime my face and moisturize my face really well. Next, I'm going to mix 2 foundations, and they're both the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation, and I'm just going to buff this into my skin using a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I'm going to quickly skim through the face like I usually do because, you know, it's something you've seen very, very many times before, and I think people are more interested in the eye look in this video than what's on the rest of my face. I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I believe this is in the shade 10 Light or 15 Fair. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's 10. And I'm just going to cover my dark circles with this and highlight my face a little bit. I'm going to set everything using MAC's Emphasize Powder, and I'm using this on an e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, I believe that's the name. Now I'm going to take this Milani Jumbo pencil in the shade Royal Purple, and I'm going to use this as my eyeliner. This is just going to make the look extra purpley on the bottom. Purpley? Yeah, I know. I'm going to take Urban again on a pencil brush and just smudge this underneath my lash line. Then I'm going to dip that pencil brush into Milani's Bella Cafe, and I'm going to further smoke it out so it looks nice and smoky on the bottom. I'm also going to drag it towards the winged eyeliner. I don't know if you could tell. I'm just dragging it up towards the wing, and I should have zoomed in this part, but I completely forgot, of course. Then I'm just going to quickly curl my lashes, add some mascara, and then I'm going to apply some falsies. I'm going to use the Ardell Wispies, and then I'm going to finish off my face. I'm going to take Ben Nye's Powder Rouge in the shade Contour number 1, and on an Eco Tools brush, I'm going to contour my face. I'm going to take this Tarte blush in the shade Expose. I don't want something super pigmented or noticeable on my cheeks since my eyes are already so loud, so I'm going for a natural blush. For lipstick, I'm going to use my Too Faced lipstick in the shade Nude Beach. And yeah, it's a really pretty nude color. I love this lipstick. Taking my Physicians Formula Shimmer Strip. Wow. Shimmer Strip in Natural Nude. I'm going to use this to highlight. Okay guys, so that completes this look. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!